Did we get the child out?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, is it feasible for Maya to start walking away with the kid towards the house that the kid points
Yeah,
at or whatever?
she's
Okay.
not she's not obstructing you at this point. Here, let me move the crew around a little bit
Are you
better.
sure
There
you
you
want
go.
to bring the child back there if his father or whoever just sold him for a pastry?
Well, Maya's presuming they were tricked, and it's better than keeping the kid with us when there's a fight clearly brewing.
I mean,
In Maya's opinion,
we
because
might be
mostly because
able to
she's
bring him
the
to
fight.
Ismark's, and he might be able to help around the house if Irina's gone.
All right.
Slavery.
So
Free
It's
Maya,
labor.
not slavery; it's working
Dude,
wage. Okay.
the boy's house is right here, though. I'm sure his parents or whoever's in there can see that this
He
is
just
happening.
sold him for a pastry.
so Maya's
You don't know that.
how old is the boy? How old is the boy?
10?
Are you asking him, or are you?
Yeah, ask him.
Maya asks him how old he is. I mean, just visually, I mean, how old does he look?
I'm 7.
Okay. What's your name?
My name is Lucian.
All right, Lucian. Well, we'll take care of this right here, right now. Do you want to go back to where you just came from, or did you want to come meet some nice people I know who have an inn?
I'll go home. I know the way.
Okay. All right. Maya goes with him anyways,
Okay.
if that's okay.
Yeah, he bolts back over to the house right here and throws open the door, slams the door shut behind him.
Okay. See, there you
In
go. Problem
your
solved.
face.
Croft, you want a pastry?
Yes.
Does anyone else want one of these pastries?
Sparkle
does.
Why not? Why not? I'll eat one.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm not going to eat it right now. I just want to buy them and take
All right. So you guys, 3 people want pastries.
Mhm.
Oh, very good.
I look
Hold
at
on.
Kanoon. Quizzically.
Kanoon, while eating a wheel of cheese, says, "I'm trying to watch my weight. Thank you."
So,
All right.
3 days.
Then 3 pastries. I've been privy to the information of 1 gold apiece. I will give you 3 gold for these.
I'll only eat it if Croth eats it.
My thanks. And she doesn't take the gold right away. She pulls out 3 of these pastries, and they're wrapped. And so she hands over the stack of the 3, well accepting the gold. So it's a even transaction. It's
Got
not you're going to hold my stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah.
At the same time thing because she
Yes.
doesn't trust anyone. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I hold out the 3 gold as she does it, and I drop it in her hand.
Thank you for your business. Now I'll be on my way home.
Well, what is your name?
Oh, my name is of no importance, dearie.
How often do you
Just-
sell pastries here?
Oh, every other day. Every day, sometimes, however fast I can get here.
In case we want more pastries.
Oh, they're the best pastries in all the land.
I imagine
Why?
that there's not quite competition about on that note.
Well, that I don't know.
So what makes them the best
She
pastries?
doesn't know that for competition.
Oh, you'll see. There's nothing like them.
Oh.
But why? You're
So that she just turns around and starts squeaky, squeaky, squeaky,
Walking
and the
away
cart
from
pushes
it.
away.
I'm gonna look at Kanoon and be like, I imagine there's not quite a lot of health standards here, so see how this goes.
Alright,
Yeah,
so she's walking away. We got our pastries in hand. Croft is gonna kind of look around and perhaps we should get back to the house now. Do not eat your pastry yet. And I'm just gonna eyeball the others who bought their pastries.
Yeah. If I eat it, I'm definitely not going to be the first.
Maya points to Blue. She's gesturing that she has an idea,
Sparkle.
and she thinks it's the same idea Maya has, but pastry has eyeballs. What?
What? Wait, does my pastry have eyeballs?
Blue is chatting in. She's
Yeah.
in the chat on Roll20.
Any more than 3 and I'll be seriously freaked out.
All right,
So all of these pastries are currently wrapped in what appears to be like a white paper, kind of like a white wax paper, but there's no wax.
let's head back to Irina. It's almost dark, and if you guys would like to consume these things, you may. but we should probably get back to make sure Irina's safe this evening.
Just as a
Agreed.
suggestion, I'm sure there's like rats here. It may be unethical, but we might be able to, find a rat and let them nibble a bit of the pastry and see if it does anything to them.
I was hoping perhaps when we get back, Valorous could take a look at pastry and.
That might be a better idea.
I believe we also have a familiar that came from a death realm that may be able to try it.
Wait. I do not think Sparkle would like her pet thing.
It's a familiar. She'll just resummon it.
So Cross is still very confused. She knows nothing about the
Yeah.
murders. So she'll be like, huh? But she's gonna follow the group if we're walking back.
Canoon is listening to Sparkle and says, apparently she says, oh hell no. No eating yet.
Yeah, we have to go back. We have to make sure Irina's fine for the night anyway. Let's go! Mass group move.
Like, let me just move myself way over here.
There we go.
Nice.
That's why I was saying mass group move.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, a DM can highlight everyone and just pull them over.
Nice.
It is pretty
Except for
nice.
me. Oh.
All your friends are gone.
That's because I wanted to follow this old lady.
So yeah, you get back to the house, and as you enter in, Irina is actually there, and she seems to be set on preparing some food for the evening, and appears to be another pot of stew brewing.
Stew, my favorite.
Can I ask them if they know anything about disappearing children in town at all?
Are you asking her that, or are you?
Yeah, I'll ask Irina or whoever's there.
Nothing more than the usual. There's been plenty of disappearances, men, women, children. Unfortunately, it comes with the territory at times.
Do they all disappear for the same reason, or do you not know?
I couldn't answer you that.
We saw an old lady selling pastries and appear to get child as payment for said pastry.
Well, that's a new one, even for here.
She said that she comes to town every other day.
I don't get out much, as I'm sure you can assume. Maybe my brother knows something about it.
He said he didn't. I didn't know if they ever knocked on your door, but if they didn't...
No one knocks on this door. They scratch and try to tear at the door, but...
You don't have to worry about that. We'll be leaving here soon.
Well, that's where you gotta put your no solicitor sign up.
Except on party business.
Yes. Oh, also, I wanted to say, Sparkle whispered to me, I think she has an idea that if we use Valorus's skill in brewing, my skill in cooking, and Cicero's skill in, well, just about everything, as well as Sparkle's skill in Arcana, with some possible guidance, we might be able to perform a perception check on this, on the pastries.
What are you trying to perceive?
Or some kind of, maybe a multi-step check to discern what the build-up, make-up, what the magical effects are. I think what Sparkle's trying to get at is, what is it, what does it do, and how do we deal with it, sort of thing.
Is it just flour and sugar, or is there more to it?
So, I'm assuming you're taking them out of the wrapping then?
Croft will do hers. I'll unwrap mine and put it on whatever table is close to us.
So, looking at it, now that you can actually see it, because you've only ever seen them from far away, it's not simply a pastry. It is more of a pie. It's like a small mincemeat pie.
I'm going to the bathroom. I've seen this Sweeney Todd movie.
Yeah.
No, it does not look odd at all. It looks like something that you would pick up in a pub or something of that nature. But yeah, the initial appearance, nothing out of the blue with it.
And it smells fine? Like no.
I was going to ask that. What's it smell like?
Yeah. It smells good.
Burton's getting tempted because all the food here has been very bland.
Right, and so it's Croft. Croft is gonna look at it like, man, that looks good.
I'll do it if you do it.
So, quick question out of game. I have identify on my spell list, but it's not one of my prepared ones. Is that something I could think about using, or no?
I don't know. I couldn't hear you over Drew there. What was
Oh.
that?
Oh,
So I have identify on my spell list, but it's not one of my prepared ones. Is that something I can use or no?
Hold on here. You is cleric, right?
Yep.
Jen, I need to have you turn on push to talk.
wait, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
we
what?
can hear Drew.
Oh, we can hear Drew. To be
My mic is muted, so I don't know why you're hearing. Hold on.
Do, 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 do.
Technical difficulties.
hit the mute button in Discord.
There we go.
Oh, couples problems, when both couples partners game, you always get the residual. I've been there.
What I miss? Everyone dead?
Well, no,
Um,
like
Drew is narrating.
My phone has a mute on it, and I thought it was pushing it, so I don't know what's picking up. And this is my camera.
It's probably whatever mic. Hold on, what mic do you have prioritized in Discord? Because you might be using a different mic. Let's see. So cleric. Now, if I remember correctly, clerics prepare at the beginning of the day like paladins.
Correct.
So you would have to wait until the next day to utilize a different spell that you don't have prepped.
Which is just in a couple hours.
Yeah, you just have to take a long rest and you prep.
Okay, so I guess if Sparkle's idea that doesn't give us any info, we could theoretically wait till morning and I could have that ready to go.
Yeah.
As an option if we wanted to.
Yeah, you
So
could.
We'll see what happens.
So are we doing
Okay,
checks
so-
on this bad boy?
Hold on a sec. I'm gonna mute my mic now. Let me know if you can still hear me.
No.
Well,
Okay,
you stopped.
thanks,
It's like you stopped talking, so that also didn't
No,
help.
she did
For some
say.
reason, yeah, my Discord was picking up my microphone from my webcam, not
Oh yeah,
my
that'll do it.
mic. So I just set it. So now I just push one button.
Yep,
instead of
that
two.
would be why.
That'll do it.
So now so mince pie we're doing checks?
You all need to tell me what you're trying to do.
Oh. Well, I think someone wants to try and discern the magical properties of it, right? If it is magical at all.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, actually-
Yeah, Sparkle said she wants to make an Arcana check to
Hey,
see.
if we take 10 minutes, I can discern if it's magic.
I mean, we've got time.
Okay, do we want to wait 10 minutes? If so, then
You can do your
Alright.
thing, and we can eat the stew that Irina's cooking.
Oh.
There you go, and I can tell us all about I haven't even gotten into the desserts I can make with potatoes and chili.
I take 10 minutes to ritual cast detect magic, which I can 100% do because I took that spell.
Actually, I think I saw the piggy skillet. That was good.
So while he's doing that, can we ask? I'm gonna ask Irina. Actually, hold on, back up. I'm gonna ask Maya what the boy said to her since it was at an earshot. If she caught his name, or if she asked why he was being sold.
No, she was thinking that things were going to go a different direction with the cart lady, so she wanted to get back to the group. So she didn't spend a lot of time asking a lot of questions, but I said he was 7, and when she gave him the choice between going back to his parents or going and meeting the nice people she knew at an inn who, would like a helper, and he was very enthusiastic about getting back to his mom and his dad.
Yep. His name was Lucian because it sounds like a werewolf name.
Lucian, there we go.
So did you happen to get a last name?
Again, nope, that was it.
Croft is going to ask Irina if. Do you know of a child named Lucian?
Lucian. I've heard of a Lucian, but I've never met him.
Lives on the other side of town, close to church.
I don't get out much. I'm pretty much kept here.
Irina's been locked away for who knows how long due to he who shall not be named's attention.
Voldemort.
What have you heard about him exactly? Just that you've heard his name, or have you heard like specific things about him?
About the boy?
Yeah.
Just heard his name. I think might have run across Ismark once, maybe twice. Hard to say. He runs across a lot of people here.
Okay.
Then Cross is going to point at the pastry on the table. Have you ever seen food like this before? This is what the old lady sold us.
Not here.
Do you have rats? Just kidding.
I'm detecting magic.
Okay, and I will talk.
Cross doesn't ask about rats. I was being silly.
But if we're doing, I would say, I assume we're going with Blue suggestion to just try all of our various types of detection, and I will throw whoever's going next guidance.
So, Cicero skipped Blue's step in that we used detect magic through him, who detects something magical. And so now we're on to the next part of the process.
Yes, so I can ritual cast detect magic if I take 10 minutes to do so. And what detect magic lets me do is, one thing, it will tell me if it's magical, and two, it will tell me the school of magic it's associated with. So for instance, if this is involved with evocation and makes your insides explode, I would know that it would be from school of evocation. If it's illusion or conjuration or something like that, I know that based on if this is magical at all. At the end of 10 minutes, I can look at it and I get that answer. If not, then it's not magical. Then you guys can do poison checks, cook checks, whatever we want, and I can also do those checks. But at the very least, ritual casting detect magic for 10 minutes doesn't cost me a spell slot and just answers the question, is this magic and what school is it from?
Oh my god, it's from the multi-level marketing school of magic.
Don't you sit on my degree. Both Cicero and Nico. Marketing and magic.
Hashtag boss babe.
Yeah. So at the very least, I took detect magic because I knew that was going to be handy. So whenever this is done, Pete, let me know what I spy with my little magic eye.
Yeah, hang on, I'm about to send it to you here.
Oh, okay.
And real quick, what do you use to detect poison? Would that be a nature perception?
It could be a medicine too, possibly.
Medicine? Okay.
If we rule out everything else, Kanoon, speaking on Sparkle's behalf, Sparkle did mention she is immune to poison damage, so she can take a whack at it.
Also, technically, I'm half proficient in Poisoner's Kit, because, of course I am, so I could technically also check that. I'm technically half proficient in everything I'm not proficient in, because bards, man.
So if an undead is immune to poison, how would we know that they're poisoned because they're undead?
Right.
Exactly.
That's just the thing. Would it be that it's not poisonous, or would it just be that it didn't affect them?
Yeah. Also, the cleric, I think, eventually gets to that point, too.
Yep. The cleric's like, poison. That's cute.
That's kind of the funny thing about drinking copious amounts of alcohol, Kat. When you get to that point, you
I
have
was thinking that.
Yeah, alcohol poisoning is a form of is a form of poisoning, so you have to drink more than normal to try and get drunk.
Yeah, that sounds like not fun. It sounds like my cleric would not like that.
You literally have to have like a 0.5 BAC in order to get drunk. Not a 0.05. No, a full-on 0.5. Half of your blood content is alcohol.
Which, on that topic, I'm also drinking my seltzer to try and differentiate with the whiskey.
I would take the opportunity to invent the intravenous industry in this world.
There you go. IV Guinness, just straight in.
Yup.
Oh, I'm sorry, Pete. I didn't know you sent it to me on...
Oh, you have streamer mode on. I didn't even think about it. Yeah, I sent it through Discord just because that's easier for me because I always forget how to whisper and
it's just /W.
Oh yeah, but I'll never get it right. So I just don't even try.
So I do say to people at the end of the 10 minutes time, it's a little magical, not quite as much as myself or obviously Valrus, but it has some magical potential to it that is of enchantment, so it might make you feel silly, might make you feel good. I don't know the specific enchantment on it, just that it is enchantment magic.
Valorous sort of flexes or sort of like looks up when he says it's not as magical as Valorous.
Yeah.
He just sort of goes like, yes, me, yes.
That's an odd flex.
I have to give credit where credit is due. Valrus,
Mhm.
Valrus is a very magical individual. I don't know if it's addicting based on its magical potential. All I know is what that it is magical to a small degree, and what the School of Magic is. I don't know its other properties.
Does Sparkle just volunteer to take the
It has been
taste test of it?
I mean, Kanoon can do a cooking check to try on it as well, to try and see if there's anything of ill repute added to it, possibly.
Yeah. I want to know what it's made of.
Okay, and then Sparkle also suggested if we need we could smush it to see if we can see any properties of it.
I guess I can half help you with cooking proficiency. So I give you advantage.
You can assist, yeah.
Yeah.
What do I even check this through?
Roll a cooking check.
Have guidance.
Oh, there is a good cooking check.
There is. So you would add your proficiency plus a applicable skill. If you feel that if you feel that Kanoon is much more wisdom based in his cooking, it would be wisdom. If you feel he is very smart about it, it's intelligence based.
What if I felt just really confident?
If you are trying to simply just like prepare something, like let's say like a what is it, like a Benihana's or some place like that, I totally say that's a dexterity check.
That's possible too.
Just a note, Burton does have cooking proficiency as well.
Oh, there you go.
Due to his background, he cooked a lot in the monastery. So,
is this like Curse of Strahd Iron Chef edition?
Yeah, apparently
Sounds like.
we have so many cooks. Isn't there a joke? Too many cooks? Isn't that a
There's
thing?
too many cooks in the kitchen right now.
Yeah.
We'll make him.
Need a Gordon Ramsay now.
Well, there you go. I think everybody is just gonna do theirs. I will say, conceptually, I will say as a whole separate thing, I'm pretty sure a lot of Kanoon's cooking is inspiration / charisma based, but in this particular case, given we're looking at trying to discern the ingredients of someone else's cooking, it's intelligence, which we all know how incredibly smart Kanoon is.
But you do have advantage.
I do have advantage.
And
so,
Cicero will play you a song.
There you go.
That I didn't have prepared, but in this one specific instance works perfectly. And he starts playing the violin. He's like, "You got to do the cooking by the book."
God damn it.
I thought you were going to start singing like a spoonful of sugar or something like that.
No, that would have been pretty good too, though. So.
All right, so I don't notice anything.
But that's a save. That's not correct.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to roll intelligence plus your proficiency because you're proficient in cook tools.
Mm-hmm.
So
intelligence plus proficiency.
So it's basically if you want to roll a d20 plus 1, you can.
Yeah.
Okay. D20 plus 1, or I mean, if I just put it on advantage, that's
you can
different.
Do that.
So you can just click your intelligence button and add 2 to the or add 1 to the roll.
Correct.
Okay, but I don't do it at advantage, or I do.
You do because we're.
You do it at advantage. Well, and somebody said guidance. Somebody said guidance too. So roll an extra d4.
Yep.
Okay, roll an extra d4.
So right now you're at 10.
Is that slash?
Correct.
Yeah.
Or you can just click on the little dice on the left, and you can, if you hover over it, okay. And you can add a d6 to that because of my bardic inspiration.
Yep. Stacks on stacks on stacks.
We've got the god tongue right now.
Yeah,
there you go. So 10 plus
16.
2 is 12, 16. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay. So you're going through this, and I mean, you can tell that this was really well made. The person that's done this is highly proficient in their craft of making these meat pies. You're not able to discern the meat source, as I said before. It's a minced meat So you really can't tell exactly what the base of it is because there's also a lot of sauce going on in there. But they were definitely prepared extraordinarily well, but there's no funky ingredients added to it. Like you don't find any chunks of glass or pill capsules
Razor
or anything
blades.
like